Toronto is grappling with the effects of a worldwide IT issue. It's linked to a CrowdStrike cybersecurity software update that is causing problems for banks, airlines, hospitals, and other businesses across the GTA. Right now, emergency services as well as the TTC and Metrolinx are running normally. A number of hospital sites experiencing delays, but say operations are now back to normal. Meanwhile, Porter Airlines has canceled all flights. Chris Glover standing by at Billy Bishop Airport for us with the latest. Chris.
That's right, Dwight. All flights have been canceled here at a Billy Bishop for Porter until at least 3 p.m. And then after that, they will reassess the situation. Originally, the timeline that was given for folks was noon. That's when they had said the flights would be grounded until, and now they've extended that until 3 p.m. But still, there's not really a lot of clarity whether or not that will be the actual time when the flights start taking off or not. And you can see behind me now, a lot fewer people are here. Part of the reason is because they keep on doing announcements over the PA system here. And in the last announcement, they basically told people to just go home. They haven't even necessarily determined which flights are going to be the first to take off after all of this gets back up online once it eventually does. There are other airlines that have restarted operations, resumed operations, some that weren't affected. And those are flying obviously out of Pearson and other airports across the country and across the world. But here at Billy Bishop, still a very big problem. And I spoke with one guy who was headed to go to Moncton to see his 13-year-old daughter, Bobby Umar. He was waiting here, one of the first people that I met this morning. He had a flight out this morning, hoped to get there to Moncton because his daughter was in a French program. That French program ended today. So she'd been staying in residence. She was about to get kicked out of residence today, didn't have anywhere to go. He was going to go pick her up. They had Airbnbs booked, car rentals, the whole thing planned. Now he doesn't know what he's going to do. He's caught up in this mess, and I want you to listen to a little bit more from Bobby.
Now she's 13, she's stranded, and I'm freaking out.
Of course you are.
Like, how the heck do I get there? What am I going to do? I looked at other flights, like there's other Porter flights, but I'm like, are they going to go? I don't know. Air Canada, WestJet flights arrive at 11 p.m., but they're triple the price. And for one way, it's crazy. So I'm scrambling. I just called my car rental place. I canceled that one. We were going to do like a 2-day trip across Moncton, PEI, and St. John, and for a father-daughter trip. And now, like, she's stuck, doesn't know what's going on. And so it's really hard. We're trying to figure it all out right now.
And Dwight, I know that you know that I'm always trying to hunt down for a silver lining, a bit of a happy moment for folks, and I have a good update for Bobby there. He was able to end up booking another flight. He's flying with Flair. He's up to Pearson right now as we speak, and he will get to Moncton tonight to be with his daughter. That is his new plan, but other people are still trying to cobble together what they are going to do. I want to introduce you now to Krish Garg. You were headed off to New York City, Krish. You were one of the first people here this morning. Your flight was supposed to be at 7:55, and yet you are still here. How you feeling, my friend?
It's very annoying, but you can't do anything about it, you know? It got delayed to 12 first, so I was going to wait, but now they're saying I'm probably not going to get on a flight today. So I was thinking I'm just going to go home.
And part of what's tricky for you getting home is I know you said you live like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Toronto, or from this airport. So that's been part of what's been kind of keeping you here on the edge of your seat, hoping that you were going to be able to get out. What is it feeling like now that it sounds like they've told you to essentially throw in the towel and go back home and maybe fly another day?
Yeah, you know, you can't really do anything about it. I'm just going to book an Uber and go home, I guess, because I don't have a ride anymore. But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Krish. Good luck to you. I hope you make it to New York eventually. So Krish, just one of the multiple people that we've spoken to today who have had similar stories trying to deal with all of this. And Porter was saying earlier that people who have to rebook flights, the rebooking system is also what's a part of this outage for them. So you're not even able to rebook right now. If you are missing a Porter flight, they tell you don't call the call-in center. They're just getting too many many people calling in. Your flight will be canceled already, obviously, and you will get your money back for those flights impacted by this outage. But certainly a difficult time. And interestingly, Dwight, a lot of people are connecting the two thoughts. The fact that we had that big storm on Tuesday that kicked out power for so many people, and then now here we are with this tech glitch impacting people again. So it's been a tricky week, but maybe this is kind of the new world order as we rely so heavily on technology for so many things.
You make a good point there, Mr. Glover. And I'm glad you included the information that Mr. Umar got to his 13-year-old, and she will not be stranded. Thank you, Chris. Chris Glover out at Billy Bishop Airport.